Early life and beginnings. Gao Yao was born on December 4, 1980, in the bustling city of Qingdao, Shandong Province, China. Growing up in a region where football was steadily gaining popularity, Gao developed an early passion for the sport. He started playing football at a young age, joining local youth teams that nurtured his natural ability. His talent quickly became evident, and by his teenage years, he was already being noticed by scouts from local professional clubs. His professional career began when he joined the Qingdao Jinnun Football Academy. It was here that Gao refined his technical skills and game understanding, particularly his ability to read the game as a central midfielder. His early years in the academy helped lay the foundation for his future career, as he developed into a promising talent with great potential. Rise to professional football. Gao Yao's professional career began in the early 2000s when he was promoted to the first team of Qingdao Jinnun, the club he had spent his youth years with. During his first few seasons, he gained valuable experience playing in the Chinese Jia League, China's top division at the time. His role as a central midfielder suited his playmaking abilities, and his intelligence on the field was evident from the start. Gao quickly earned a reputation for his skill in distributing the ball, vision, and calmness under pressure. Though Qingdao Jinnun was not a dominant force in Chinese football at the time, Gao's individual performances were consistently strong. As a box-to-box midfielder, he had the ability to both break up opposition attacks and launch offensive plays. His technical abilities and leadership qualities were key attributes that earned him the respect of both teammates and opponents alike. Over time, Gao Yao became a core figure in the Qingdao Jinnun squad, with his consistency on the field making him an indispensable part of the team's midfield. This period also saw him develop his work ethic, determination, and resilience, traits that would define the remainder of his playing career. Career peak and national team involvement. The peak of Gao Yao's career came during the mid-2000s, a period in which he was firmly established as one of the top midfielders in Chinese football. His performances with Qingdao Jinnun earned him a call-up to the Chinese national team, where he represented his country in various international fixtures. Gao's versatility in midfield and his composure on the ball were key attributes that earned him a regular spot in the national squad. During this time, Gao was part of a generation of Chinese players who helped elevate the national team to greater prominence in Asian football. Although China did not qualify for major global tournaments like the FIFA World Cup during Gao's time, his contributions to the national team were vital during their campaigns in the AFC Asian Cup and World Cup qualifiers. Gao's ability to control the tempo of a match, break up opposition attacks, and provide creativity in the midfield made him a key player for both club and country. In addition to his national team duties, Gao's performances for Qingdao Jinnun were impressive in domestic competitions. Although the team didn't always secure major trophies, Gao's leadership and technical ability played a significant role in keeping the team competitive in the Chinese Super League, CSL. His skillful passing and tireless work ethic made him one of the most highly regarded midfielders in the league. Major achievements. Throughout his career, Gao Yao accumulated numerous accolades, both at the domestic and international levels. His most significant achievement came with the Chinese national team, where he was an important figure in their midfield for several years. While China's national team did not experience major triumphs during this period, Gao's role in the squad helped strengthen the team's presence in Asian football competitions, particularly in the AFC Asian Cup and World Cup qualification rounds. On the domestic front, Gao's best years came with Qingdao Jinnun, where he became a key figure in the club's midfield. His consistency and leadership were crucial in helping the team secure mid-table finishes in the Chinese Super League, and his performances in domestic cup competitions helped keep the club competitive in one of Asia's most challenging leagues. Gao's personal achievements were marked by his inclusion in various individual Team of the Year selections for the Chinese Super League. His passing range, stamina, and ability to control the game made him one of the most influential midfielders of his generation. His efforts in both club and international competitions earned him the respect of teammates and coaches alike, and he was regarded as one of the most intelligent and consistent players in Chinese football during his prime years. Later years and retirement. As Gao Yao entered the latter stages of his career, his role at Qingdao Jinnun began to change. By the late 2000s and early 2010s, he was no longer the key figure in the midfield that he once was. But his experience and leadership remained invaluable to the team. While younger players began to take the spotlight, Gao still contributed to the team's success with his vast experience and ability to mentor up-and-coming players. His performances in the CSL began to decline as his career neared its end, but Gao continued to feature regularly for Qingdao Jian'an, playing in both the league and domestic cup competitions. After spending more than a decade with the club, Gao finally retired from professional football in the early 2010s. Upon his retirement, he left behind a legacy of dedication and professionalism that helped inspire the next generation of players in China. Legacy and impact. Despite not winning major individual or team trophies in his career, Gao Yao's legacy lies in his consistency and contribution to Chinese football. He was one of the stalwart figures in the national team during an era of growth for Chinese football and one of the most respected midfielders of his generation in the Chinese Super League. Gao's commitment to his club and country has inspired many young footballers, particularly those in his hometown of Qingdao. His dedication to developing the game at the grassroots level has made him a role model for future generations of Chinese footballers. In retirement, he has continued to stay involved in the sport, occasionally participating in local football projects and helping to develop young talents. While Gao's career was not marked by global fame or international glory, his contributions to the development of football in China are undeniable. As one of the most respected figures in Chinese football history, Gao Yao's influence will be felt for years to come, and his legacy continues to serve as a benchmark for aspiring players in the country. Conclusion. Gao Yao's career, though not defined by major club trophies or international titles, reflects the journey of a dedicated and hardworking footballer who gave his all for both his club and country. As a player, he was known for his skillful midfield play, his tactical awareness, and his leadership qualities. He was a player who could dictate the flow of a game, break up attacks, and create opportunities for his teammates. While his career may not have featured the headlines of some of his peers, Gao's role in the development of Chinese football remains an important one. Through his years of service to Qingdao Jian'an and the Chinese national team, Gao Yao helped establish himself as one of the finest midfielders in Chinese football history, leaving behind a legacy that will continue to inspire future generations of footballers.